series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Cleveland Indians.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how Game 5 is begun. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Oof, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. And that one stayed too low apparently.
2-2.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And there's one gone to start the night.
In the second spot tonight, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Kipnis. And that ends the inning. Reds. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he pops it up, back behind second base. Pedroia is there, 1 away.
Batting second, center fielder.
Striding in, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball 1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Betts is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Bellinger He's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians go.
Leading off for Boston, right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Batting set, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Moreland, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Steve Pearce now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And it's 1 and 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runner goes for second. Fly ball to straightaway left. Brantley makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, a double play. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Indians nothing. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. And it's fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Nunez shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson.
And that one right down Main Street. Called strike 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Edwin Encarnacion is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
The 3-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping up to the plate, Melky Cabrera. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. That one's in there. 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Blake Swihart. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Gonzalez into shallow center, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Settling in now, Cody Bellinger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Encarnacion over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside. 1-0. Swihart, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. So 1-1. Runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. 2 out, nobody on. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Coming to the plate now, Yan Gomes. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
Digging in now, Eric Gonzalez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
And he takes a cold strike, 2.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
Fans, this reminder to stop by the stadium store located on the main concourse to pick up all your postseason souvenirs. We've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got jerseys. You want it, we've got it. Make sure to stop by tonight to make sure you're outfitted for the postseason.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Bellinger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. This is line to left. Brantley is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Popped him up. Encarnacion is under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're up 1-0. Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Way in front of that fastball. Hard hit ball to second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Inside here with a cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
He'll try it again, 3-2. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! Mitch Moreland with a solo home run. His first homer here in the series, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues to hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Renato Nunez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Gomes gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Nunez is retired, 2 down now. Next up for the Red Sox, Blake Swihart. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. 2 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Hit on the ground to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
1-0 the count. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Cabrera going back at the track. The wall. See you later. Over the wall. A home run. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. His first homer so far in the series as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Brantley coasts under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Edwin Encarnacion now. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Now look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Melky Cabrera will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail here 4-0. Shane Bieber takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Here's J.D. Martinez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Steve Pearce would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball. Here's Steve Pearce now. No hits to this point.
Left fielder, Steve Pearce.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Runners off for second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland. Line towards center field. Bellinger is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 9.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Here's Michael Brantley, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
So striding forward now, Renato Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried to surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Cody Bellinger will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Ball one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Sliders in for a strike.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Lindor charging this one. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Red Sox on the double by Bogaerts. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Indians nothing. In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Bellinger's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes ball 1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
A high fastball is in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Here's another 1-2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Martinez not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Digging in, Mitch Moreland. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong up there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Edwin Encarnacion now comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame. Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Here's Melky Cabrera. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 2 for 4. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And Cabrera is going to have himself a base hit.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. A bouncer to the left side. Bogarts has it. Pedroia on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're on to the 9th now in game number 5. Boston's out in front, 5-0. Stepping in, Steve Pearce. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
And here's Renato Nunez, sent in the air out to straightaway central. Kipnis has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. So digging in now, Blake Swihart, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Ripped down the first base line. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Hard liner to center field. Kipnis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Standing in, Eric Gonzalez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has it in his tracks. Makes the play, 1 away.
Left fielder number 23.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder.
Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Bellinger's under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.